Oh, a very nice day. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome you guys to Planbxpress weekly crypto updates. My name is Meda Jimo, and tonight I'm going to run through certain things. I was going through a report last week, and uh, then I have to sit down again to observe stuff around this report, and I come up with this. Why you need to accumulate more Ethereum, awaiting the next bull run. Okay. Of course, we've seen that the market or the season we are is a bear market. And so whatever is happening now, you're just accumulating. So accumulation is what you are actually doing practically in the market right now. And nothing more. Now, let me quickly look at something about Ethereum. And then congratulations for those of you who were following up, learning gradually and helping yourself to get more updates. And I think it was worthwhile for you if you have been following and learning and taking action with some of those simple instructions given, as it were. All right. So now Ethereum is what I want to look at before other things that we need to do. Now, why you need to accumulate more Ethereum awaiting the next bull run. In a report by in a report title, I think I was going through it. I'll just come up with this. The report titled, okay, the triple halving theory. The triple halving theory, as penned by Nikhil Shamarpant, so better known as Squeeze Chaos. So 4 critical pillars were identified, and these are, he mentioned those things that he highlighted and was crazy. And I sat down too with those things and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Now, I'm very sure those of you, you're welcome if you're just new, very new in crypto. Even if you have been in crypto, but this is your first bear market, you're welcome. If you have been in crypto for a long time and you have experienced 1 or 2 bear markets, congratulations. And then, but how many bear markets you have attained or experienced does not really matter. How much correction have you been able to put through? And of course, many people too, after this bear market, or even before this bear market is over, many of them will disappear from the crypto space. So we are not mocking them. We're not making jest of them. But it will just further teach a lot of people lessons of what's happening in the market to expect anything when it has to do. And you can't stop the cycle not to repeat itself. Sometimes it can change pattern. You may expect 1 year end of a given trend, and it could take 2 years or 3 years. Just like we expected the bull run, the trend should have ended on time. It took a longer time, even though we didn't have, we didn't touch the roof as expected, but we have a double top rather than the usual thing. Now, my challenge, or what I look at, then I have a little concern. All right, I have a little concern in Bitcoin because it did not get to the roof as expected. I'm coming. Let me just check something. Coming early. Yep. Okay, BTC. Coming. What I expected in BTC did not happen. And for that, it raises my concern of what may eventually now happen. So, but that does not mean we should be panicking or, get freaks of whatever may be happening in the market. Just want to check this guy. Okay. Bitcoin or okay, tell the more. I'll move on here. Good. And BTC. Coming, guys. Good. Okay. This is what we do. Oh. So as of today, we're already having this. Okay, I can use. Okay, sorry, guys. I just need to do something before I move further. Now, this is where I have a little challenge, right? For Bitcoin, this is where I have a little challenge. Looking at Bitcoin, usually, if you look at this for BTC, if you look at this for BTC, this is just like a kind of chart showing you the logarithmic Bitcoin for the cycle from 2011. And when we usually have the uptrend to the roof of the red line, and then we take down, and then, but you need to understand we stay longer down than staying up. So we will take some time to move around for a long time before we have the next move and the little pullback, and then top of the roof, and then returns back to the within these. On rare occasions, we have the week cutting out. We have the week. Let's look at it. We have the week in 2015 below, all right, the touch line of the logarithmic chart. So BTC log growth curve. We have it a little in 2015 down, and then we took a longer time to come out, right? 2015, it took us a longer time to get out of the buying zone before we have a much spike up to that 19,000 plus. This was good. This was good, right? This was good. Yeah, this was 2013. Of course, it didn't get up, right? But it was a little bit almost up, as it were. Then we have 2015, 2013, as it were. That's the all-time high of 2013. Then 2017, yeah, 2017. Then, now this is the challenge I have with this guy. In 2021, people actually expected something like this. Probably look at where people were getting this ideology that Bitcoin was going to get to $100,000 or even $120,000 to $180,000, which never did. Or worst case scenario, they expected it at 97 to 100K. It never did. Rather, we're truncated at 60, 65, and we have a pullback before we move to 69, as it were. Now, that was a double top. To me, already was a signal for me that the market is over. The bull run was over. Now, this is the challenge we're now having. If we look at it here, now, yes, fine, the good thing is that there's a continuation. But from the look of things, when we have not bottomed out yet, and the body of the candle is already below the region. So when we drop further, the challenge I'm observing after a long time outside the region, then here may form a new resistance. So if we form a new resistance, so that means it's going to take us a longer period before we can climb up back to the region of $100,000, as it were. So, but bottom out is what we're still working on. So please, I'm not saying this to scare anyone. But the most important thing is that money is always made when you know what to do in the market. It doesn't matter where market is, up, down, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is this: the market will always give you money if you understand how to navigate it. So bear or bull is not your challenge. Your challenge is practically not know what to do per time. And that's why I always encourage people to take heed to proper learning, pay attention to proper learning so that you can help yourself. So all said and done is the market is a little bit trickish for this cycle. It was not a usual cycle. Number one, we're still longer up and we didn't top off the roof, and then we back down. And so we don't know how long we're going to go in the bear market. So now going back to where I was, talking about Ethereum, there are 4 critical points or pillars I identify that the guy mentioned in the report. Number one, supply reduction. I call this one burning in fee. There's a new mechanism that's going to be reducing the supply of Ethereum, the burning aspect, okay? Of course, the staking, you will not be able to have probably access, right, on the lock staking on the DeFi protocol of Ethereum, number one. Two, you can see the report. I was going through the report here, was it? Oh, it's a very big report. Something's going to craze you now here about this report. Okay, close your eye. Look at what the guys say, how Ethereum can achieve $150,000 by 2023. If it's possible, I don't know, but that is an unbelievable, staggering prediction, right? But even if it's not 2023, you can practically say, okay, in some years to come, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that Ethereum could actually achieve $150,000 per price. If Ethereum should go to these, you're talking Ethereum to have capitalization or market cap worth of several $trillion. Yeah, that give or take up to 17 to 18 trillion dollars capitalization. So that means the magic will take a longer time. So you don't expect it now, okay? So, but anything can happen. But what am I saying? If you are in crypto and you have to divide a strategy, okay? You have to divide a strategy to be accumulating your Ethereum. Number two, demand increase. We have higher exposure, even with institutional investors taking L2 wallets and protocol. You saw the layers of L2, that's layer 2 blockchain, now using Ethereum blockchain as layer 1, a smudge. Okay, a smudge. Now I'm going to show you this something. Let's go here. Layer 1, Ethereum, many. Where are you? I got something here. Okay. Just like we have recently Optimism, Polygon, of course, many of you know about the Polygon, Sparkware now, Arbitrum, all right, ASCII Space, Looprim, many layer 2 protocol depend on Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum is currently powering the future of global decentralized finance, known as DeFi. So its blockchain must be well equipped to scale and handle an influx of apps and users into the millions. Currently, there are limitations with Ether blockchain with speed and high transaction fee. However, what is all about this layer 2? Many of you may be asking. Layer 2 projects is a company and network of its own that operates on top of the Ethereum blockchain based on layer known as layer 1. So layer 2 project also as what we call side chains, connect decentralized applications, dApps, to interact with the aspect of the layer 1 blockchain to significantly speed up transactions whilst making use of the base layer's privacy and decentralized infrastructure. So the most important aspect is that we have so many blockchain systems now leveraging on the Ethereum blockchain, making it as a layer 1 and then building their own layer 2 on it. Now, the ripple effect is this. That's why one of the important points mentioned about expecting is demand will increase for Ethereum, right? Number three, catalyst coming up. London hard forks for EP15959 now merge to POS, airdrops of layer 2 protocols. Now, if you look at quality airdrops are happening now, many of you got airdrop of Optimism and so many airdrops will still come, especially those bridge, all right, bridge in blockchain and all of that. So you're going to have so many, testnet, airdrops that's going to come through the layer 2, which are based on Ethereum blockchain. So utility and activities or all of those things summing up is going to be a very big catalyst for Ethereum blockchain. Of course, the token we experience some heavy surge because why? The layer 2 stuff will have solved problem of high gas fee because it now having a kind of distributed activities onto other layer 2. The narrative changing from Ethereum, okay. Look at I think there was some, I don't know how many people participated in okay. Like we have Optimism launch airdrop token. That was May, okay, when they finally came up. So we have different airdrops tokens on their layer 1 or layer 2 base. So with that, there's going to be more demand and driving in force of price of Ethereum. And then that Ethereum could see a very big surge and consolidate as much as possible. So narrative changing for Ethereum, e.g. the belief of Ethereum scalability via those L2 are non-changing of phase from one layer to another. Like for instance, you have a project that will have changed name, change all of the thing. Now Ethereum just rather stay and now creating, because of the expansion bay of its blockchain. So the dynamics was more effective for its blockchain to accommodate different protocol and projects. And so with that, we can say, oh, of course, Ethereum have seen at least Ethereum 2015. So the 2017 bull run, the bear market. So this is the second. And so Ethereum had proven not just a make-believe stuff for anyone to just hype things for you, but you can only see now. That's why you see most applications that are coming, and this narrative too is still going to go with NFT project, all right? And you'll see more created NFT project and more of Ethereum blockchain. In fact, people want to see that a coin they want to buy or an NFT they want to participate in actually have their activities on the Ethereum blockchain. This is the reason that people cannot just dare to bunch into Ethereum blockchain without having proper assembling of the project they want to achieve. Okay, so understand all of these factors. So if I were you, what should I do? I will be targeting my Ethereum more. That's not a financial advice anyway. But what I'm saying is this: why do I need to accumulate more of Ethereum? So because of this, I can continue to accumulate Ethereum, though not only Ethereum, and I will now give you another message to look at all the layer 2 tokens, all right? All the layer 2 token on Ethereum blockchain is going to help you. Look at this DeFi of Ethereum. Things that are locked into Ethereum. Okay, we may not need to do this because it may be too detailed for you. Now, I just have it. That's the message I was trying to pass to many of us is this: you have to do more of accumulation right now beyond, just trying to make money only. You have to do more of accumulation because you're entering to a zone where you can literally get little money to give you much things, as it were. Now, what I said, okay, as something I say, the above 4 pillars make the price predictions in the next few years controversial. Can you imagine? Why will it not be controversial? Telling me that I was looking at the next 2-3 years, or in few years, just like next 2 years, I'm not going to be surprised to see Ethereum at $30,000. Okay, but this report was like, oh, it's possible to achieve $150,000 in 2023, but I don't believe that. So, but either I believe it or not, that will not stop it to come to pass, possibly. Okay, so what should I expect? I can say, okay, maybe the next bull run, I can achieve Ethereum to $30,000 or more, from 13,000 to $30,000. Ethereum will not have this. Let's check. Okay, so you can see Ethereum does not have a control system of this because that's not actually experienced some of those. I use another tool. LTC, let's see, okay. Then we have peers. There's a dollar. So what's the BTC? All right. Sorry. So, like I said, my fear, the market, or the body of the candle is below the. Okay, so let's return back to where we were. So what I do? What should we expect the market, and what are you supposed to be actively engaging into right now? Now, we expect some little rally up, and this could give some good profit for both BTC and altcoins. So let's look at something here. I'm not going to detail report, but let me look at BTC. Where are you? Yeah, BTC. Okay, BTC. Yeah. Come on. Okay, BTC. What do I expect in BTC? I actually expect can see BTC. If you can cross 20, at least, or BTC can cross 21,700 to at least 22,200 thereabout, then I'm not going to be surprised if BTC could rally up to 26,000, or having a very strong resistance at 28,000 plus thereabouts. So let's look at. Okay. So look at it. So now let's take this. So chances are there in BTC rally up to and break above 20, break above 24 or 22,400 or 22,300 maybe by next week. Then we could have a very good smooth rally to 26,500 or 28. So, but chances to break over here, no. So that means we're going to return drastically, bouncing to our next target, or hinge down back again, hinge down back again to this region. And then, of course, I have some of those support like I've identified, down. Then, of course, we'll say we're looking at 14,000 plus as a very strong support, and probably 12,000. There are chances that Bitcoin will go below 9,000 or 10,000, very possible. But please take note of something. Especially those of you who are very new in crypto, because I know a lot of people by Rectember, so that's August, September, that's a Rectember. Many people get more, and then they get discouraged about the whole thing, and of course, they could disappear, all right? So, but for me, it's expedient you help yourself to engage on certain things that are going to help you. Okay, I think I've been giving this counseling for a very long time for people to stay and engage productively on things that can actually help them right out now, you know, then they can make more money while waiting for the time of the appropriate stuff. So what should I expect? Okay, I've told you guys, and we can expect some rounding up. And I think many of us in at least when I was doing the experiment with this guy, Solana, I bought some Solana at about 27,000, oh sorry, $27. That was about 1 week or 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see that Solana had actually done pretty well. Yeah, I caught some at $27, thereabouts, something here. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and it has been trading fantastically. I think I did an experiment with both, and then you can see that Solana have been doing well, creating very nice structure. And then we saw, I was surprised. I was still thinking Solana was 37, 38. So I was surprised to see that Solana was actually a hit up to $42 as it were. And so now that's one of the things. So you can imagine. So Solana, that's another coin I'm accumulating. You will ask me, Felix, should I accumulate Solana? I don't know. So, but I'm just trying to. Okay, let's go. Let's just forget this. Okay. Now I did this for everybody, not only people who are subscriber of Be With Me on Planbxpress or private mentorship. I did this, free training, and I did the recording and I posted it on the Telegram. Everywhere, and it's on my YouTube channel. And I said something. I said, let me even go back there after that. I said, yeah, where is it? Where is it? Okay. Where are you? Okay. I said something. I said, I discovered that if it were funny stuff, I was gonna have more view, right? Yeah, okay, let me just check here. I was gonna have more view, YouTube. Okay, that I was gonna have more view, right? Yeah. Okay, can see just 95. Just 95 view of this video I did. If you want to get to help yourself, let me see. Gentlemen, ladies, so let's look at something very, very, very importantly that I need to show to us about the market is the way as it is, but you can still make money while the market is the way as it is. All you need is your time. If you have the time in a day, in 2-3 days, you can still make money. And the simple way of doing it is that I've told you guys, you need your Tradingview. If you don't have Tradingview, that is free. You check below the link, click on the link below on the chat box, and then it take you to click on sign in. You sign in, it will ask you to use your Gmail or whatever. And once you use that, you get sign up. You sign up. And the whole essence of that is that when you set a setting, you can always have it. Now, most of the trainings on technical indicators and analysis are more comprehensive for people. Okay, will be the factor here. So I placed it. So I will just, so let me creating two things. I just 2, 3. I was just creating major things to see a structure. Wow, so that means, yeah, to see a structure whereby you can literally be making money while building your portfolio as it were. Now, of course, crypto is a tripod. That is, it does not depend on one leg. So crypto does not depend only on technical indicators or technical analysis. So you have to learn how to marry the three together, the sentimental and the fundamental analysis. But of course, the time frame could be contrasted or expanded when you use the right combination. It's not enough to know technical analysis and have indicators. It is important to know how to combine the right indicators. When you combine the right indicators, we give you the right, at least high good and probability that's going to be more effective. One thing is this: most people use technical indicators. They use it for scalping too much, like 10%, 20%, 15%, 30% most time. But most good indicators show their accuracy more when you have longer time. It's on that note, you see that swing traders hardly lose money unnecessarily because it's going to give them good entry position and then good exit position, right? And so practically, if you go to my YouTube channel and just type Plan B Crypto Scalping Strategy, you get one strategy there. It's free. I didn't charge anybody to learn this strategy. And then sentimentally, you can use it and still be making money on your own every day. Very possible. Now, but to an extent, when the market is not too healthy, it may not give you the indicator on a daily basis of when to buy, when to sell, as it were. I think I did more experimentation. $19,400 is another structure of support. Yeah. Now, if I now come closer, okay, but it's very possible you may not buy at this region. But let's take up days to look at where market actually over. Ordinarily, the resistance, the major look of the resistance is up here. So, but I will not get there, okay? Because ordinarily, I got to this line, which is a dividing line. I got it broken. Now, it got, okay, so just understand what I'm trying to pass across the message is that right now that we're expecting that the market take themselves up, then you can still be trading and making money. But this is the caution. Number one, you do not need to trade many coins at a time. It's very important. And now continue, you have to just focus on the good entry and exit positions of some of those coins. All right, that's why I said, okay, altcoins are like Solana, Cardano, BNB rallied over 30 to 40%. Like Solana did that. How do we know that? Yeah, Solana did more than that. Look at it here. Yeah, so it's Solana. This is Solana. Yeah, Solana, 4 hours. Yeah, let's go here. Even Solana from here. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, Solana. Yeah. Crypto is good. Our market is nice if you know what you are doing per time. So let me just take over here. Sorry. Can you see even up to this? This is 45% for Solana. So Solana actually from when I entered from did 56%. Yeah, did 56%. So that from $27 that when I entered from, did 56%. All right, and that's within 2 weeks. Yeah, within 2 weeks did 50% or 56%. So that means you can still make a lot of money even while in the bear market. But you just need to know what to do per time and then how to make the money. So you have different coins that are still doing nicely well. And now at that point, you just need to apply the right strategy. So I say, however, I do not think the bear market or bear season is already over. So we're still expecting the good bottom to happen anytime from now to August and some sideways till November. If you desire to know much short data and strategies, then you can subscribe to Plan B, Be With Me Premium, more importantly, private mentorship, or because, yeah, we get strategy and all of that on Be With Me, but it is actually in the master class, you learn more of technical analysis and indicators. And then, of course, people in private mentorship, people who want to be serious in private mentorship, of course, can get a lot of things to help themselves out. And one thing everybody must get at this point is not all shitcoin you dabble into right now. Can be very, very dangerous you dabble into many shitcoin right now. Okay, so that you don't wound yourself further. Okay, now you need to engage actively in productive scalping, just like I told you, both on spot and future, with low leverage if you know how to trade it. Now, this is the one thing I'll give to people. If you are not used to trading before, you have not traded future before, now it's not for you. If you have been trading future before, this is what I recommend for people. Beginner or who have not really mastered the future trading, use 3x maximum or 5x on your leverage, and then always scalp it, don't swing it. Because if you scalp it, you can always exit and go away. And no matter what the market is doing subsequently, you will not have any problem to bother. Right? I think it does make sense. Okay, so scalping is going to help you. You can make some money while you keep some of those money waiting for the bear market indeed to be able to have more. I said more trainings, both basic and advanced, where necessary. So basic, if you don't know much about crypto, there's no point you gambling into it. If you come into cryptocurrency with much money but with no knowledge, you will go out with no money or low money. But if you come into crypto with much knowledge, be able to put yourself into proper training, then even with little money, you come out with much money eventually. I think it's expedient. We need to appreciate that and give rapt attention to it. Then take advantage of our cash flow systems. So we have next gen now, Movie Tron, Ciso Exchange, Meta Network, and other DeFi games. Now, please understand this, please, very importantly. Most time, I think I've been telling people that third-party platforms are not guarantees, no matter how the company claimed to be. Now, you may ask me, Felix, are you now saying I should not invest in some platform even after verifying in raw reality that this is how they are? The reality is this. The first thing, okay, let me send this Tradingview to the chat box. So if you don't have Tradingview, you can just use the link. It's free. Don't think you want to pay. If you want to pay, that means you have to be you must have really appreciated what you are doing, because I don't see reason why somebody is going to be subscribing for maybe 350. I don't know how much Tradingview for premium, maybe let's say 500 or 1,000. And then you yourself do not have up to 1,000 to start trading. So because Tradingview, you can use 2-3 indicators combined even on your free account. Okay, then you can always get it. And this is what I told people. Let me just flash this. Let me just flash this. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing to you guys. If you look at this, is Tradingview. When you connect your account to register. All right, you put your email and all of that. So let's say you want to come and trade. Let me see this coin. Alice, my neighbor. My neighbor Alice is another coin I have been looking at. If you're smart, you may hear I'm looking at Alice, my neighbor, Rune, MXC, ICP, and Solana. In fact, just this family, ICP, Matic, Ada, Sol, MXC, Ron, Alice. Okay, so let me look at Alice, my neighbor Alice. So you are connecting my neighbor Alex. Now I'm going to remove all these indicators. Okay, now look at my neighbor Alice. This 4-hour time frame. Now, if you are doing active scalping, right, you do not need to go for 4 hours. Okay, so at least my neighbor is almost to, if you break up over to $32, let me look at it. Okay, now when you want to enjoy it, you want to do active staking, just use 1 hour time frame. You can, wow, it's a very nice trend. Okay, so let's do, sorry. Okay, so Alice, so let's say this is Alice, my neighbor. Now, in any coin, the simple thing you need to just know is what we call support and resistance, okay? Now, you just need to identify support and resistance. This is not what I'm going to teach here. I think I've done that on that free videos, all right? And like we have the Crypto Academy participant are still going on now. We're entering 3rd week tomorrow, Monday, and the people will wrap up their training. I'm sure at the point where some of them newcomers will open the Tradingview, they were looking in more complex, but I'm sure when we interacted 1 or 2 days, it will get more familiar with them. You can practically be trading, just get more added source of information for yourself, and then you can trade effectively to just buy, sell. Now, if I look at this now, many people say, they have knowledge of support and resistance. Now, if you look at what I drew here now, those of you who have been in crypto and doing technical analysis, you see, I just drew a kind of trend line, okay? And then you can say this guy, most will tell you, this guy after this next candle to come should not break below the trend line and to continue. But beyond that, you now need to identify what we call the what? Support and resistance, not just the up as the resistance, not just the down as the resistance, but there are things we check. It's a secret I'm not going to tell you. If you are part of a Crypto Academy student that are still running section now, I'm sure looking at this structure now, you will be able to identify where is a strong support, where is a strong support right now, and where is a strong resistance. Okay, I'm looking at this guy now here. Okay. All right. Look at it. I just want to do something. Good. Okay. 1. No structure. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So yeah, you may not understand what I'm doing. Some of you will understand. We always say a strong support or resistance are a consistent 3 touch points. What are touch point? You are not part of our class, so you may not know. Then those of you who know, when you have a support, not a weak touch, but a body touch and minimum of at least 3 consistent touch. So the 3 touch point will give you a sound support or a sound resistance. And then you say, okay, the market could bounce up here. Now, after understanding how to place all these charts for the support and resistance, there's a very cheap indicator I will just show you guys now, which I've done on that video. If you have time, you can go and watch it. We call it ideal BB with MA with alert. Those of you who are doing technical analysis, you know what an MA, you know what BB and all of that. Look at this structure. So it means somebody who have been sleeping when money have been printed in and out of this every 1 hour. Now, it may not be all trade you will pick. What will form my decision point picking all these trade now? For instance, if you look at this guy here, yeah. If you look at this guy here, let's say from here, buy and sell. That's about 9, almost 10%. Okay, that's about 9, almost 10%. And if I'm scalping and in a very uncertain market now like this, 4% I'm okay, depending on the structure I see. 4%, 5%. It's on real occasion I think like did some on Matic. The movement was so violent and it did some massive breakout. And then I have to wait to just complete 20 or 30% and I close it. Right? Now, for somebody who is doing spot, imagine you put $1,000 down or even $500. So imagine you put $500. I just trade at least 2 coins, right? 250, 250 each. Now, on one of it, in few days or a few hours, you did, let's say you did 7%, right? So 7%, okay? So $250 multiplied by 0.07. So that's $17. So let's say it's $15 because fee and all of that. And then when the other one too is sold, it gives you only 5%. So $250 multiplied by 0.07 or 5. That's about 12 points. So let's say that give you $10. So $10 plus 15, that's going to be $25. Maybe in 1 or 2, 3 days, you have $25. Because if you look at this trade now, when was it? On the 23rd, all right? On the 23rd was when this was saying, okay, get in. Now, on the 24th, the following day, you can close the trade. For people who do future, the person could say, you know what? I do future. Okay, sorry. The person may decide to say, oh, this is what I'm going to do. So since I long here, I think it was here, somewhere here. So I want to short here. So that's about 6%. Let's just say 4% or 5%. And then the moment you get this, you can exit, and then you make some money. Then you enter again. That's about, right? You have another trade from here to here, another trade down here. So for a person who is doing spot, he buys here, this on the 23rd. So let's start from here. Okay. This is on the 22nd till today. On the 22nd till today, only on Alice, my neighbor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's say this is not a good trade, you may not take, but this is a good trade. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, today is 26th, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. Almost every day, you are entering a trade. Now, for a person who is doing buy future, long and short, if it's not greedy, he probably will have entered up to, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, let's say 7. He may not have entered this, let's say 7. Or even let's say enter this and he close it maybe at the stop loss. So you might have taken about 7 positions on the same coin. Okay? So you just need to learn basics. And now you can have indicators that will help you. Then you support it with some fundamentals. This is the reason why I tell people you need to have an objective mentor. So a mentor that will tell you things objectively. You do not need just a mere marketers to tell you this and all of that. So you take advantage of things. So by and large, like I remember those of us who have been with me on private mentorship, when the market was, I told everybody, any coin you did not stake, any coin you're not holding for a very long time for the next bull run, and you will profit on them when the market was still about, I think 48,400 or 47,000. I said, you can sell it to USDT and hold your USDT more, waiting for the bear market to hit us. So that's where you don't get confused about the market. Most people gamble the market. Most people just come in hearing that people are making money for that, you want to make money. Now, leveraging on all those third party, be careful. As much as you can make money on them, when you make much money or some money on some of the platform, get them withdrawn. I always tell people there's no amount of money you make in any third party does not mean it's going to be very sustainable for a very long time. So that's why timing in coming into most of those third parties is of great essence. 2, your speed to accomplish some good mileage is very important. And 3, what to do with what to make from such platform to are crucial, because people get carried away with those third party sign up and then making some money, they're still paying you, and then you're building the network. And eventually, when they're not working well again, you are left stranded. So it is expected of you, that's why we call it cash flow. You make money, generate fund, and then it's spread to your portfolios, holding, swinging, staking, and all of that. And of course, we have a lot of funny DeFi games that are not worthwhile, and people get carried away with them. Okay? So I may not have time to start telling you each of those platforms, but if you're on our Mega Green Club or you're on the cash flow system, you see that we presented a lot of opportunity. And this is what I will say again. Different businesses bless different people. So understand that you must not be everywhere, okay? And like my responsibility most time is to see things, look at it, okay, give and take, may help us, take advantage of it, you know. So, but you do not need to say, hey, I need to be everywhere. You need to just identify what you're looking for. And I've said it time without number. If you're in crypto and you are not building your personal portfolio, you're wrong. You are totally, absolutely wrong. Okay, so you just need to develop yourself. And when you make money from ABC platform, plug it back to the one you are personally monitoring. I know a lot of people say, oh, you know what, I'm busy, I work in the rig. You can plan yourself. You must not be in the market every day. And that's why you need both, you know, and set your trade, set your structure, and leave it to be. Then over time, you monitor and see what's happening and stuff like that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's important you train yourself. So congratulations, those of us who are in Port Harcourt and it's Everon, our training is still ongoing. Of course, you can't join this badge again. If you are not privileged to be part of this badge, another badge will come up, I think the second week, if I'm not mistaken, either second week or third week of July again. That was going to be basic and intermediate, but it's not going to be together. You subscribe for basic, you attend basic, you attend for intermediate, you attend for intermediate. And then after that, by the grace of God, August, we'll hold the first more elaborate live training on the advanced and masterclass, research methodology, how to research for no gem, how to use coin aggregator to check virtually everything you need in crypto, and all of those things. We're going to be doing them for other classes. So for those of you who too have trying to be part of the private membership or build me, why not? This is the best time for you to learn more detailed stuff about. I know many people have lost money by virtue of not taking action or not know what to do. And so the best is that be guided at this point so that you can target the next burrow. Okay, so that's the basic thing. So what I've discovered too, some people are good in network marketing, they are marketers, they can market anything and they are good at that. So that's a gift, okay, or what to intentionally work on. So if you are in that category, definitely you're going to love some of those platforms like the next gen we're working on seriously, the Mavi, Otron blockchain. It's going to help you a lot. But in reality, those of us who probably don't have time for that, you're not compelled. Just decide on what you want, work it out. But I can't believe people say, I do not have time and all of that, and then thinking that crypto is just like, just come in there, whatever will happen, but I don't have time for it. It's not going to pay you. That's the truth. Okay, so we have so many platforms we're working on, and then you leverage on it. But I always tell people be sentimental in nature where you put in your money. When it presents so much money to you, take part to fill up your bag of your money when money are taken out from, and then you continue to observe what's happening. Because I don't trust any third party. That's the truth. But you will ask me, Felix, you don't trust them, and then why do you put in your money? For me, of course, life itself is about risk, and there is no yardstick. We have done a lot of parameters to checkmate which one is real, which one is not real. But those checkmates were not working, and for that, can risk anything in there, but that should not be our primary focus, as it were. Okay, so yeah, that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming online. So you're here, you want to ask question, and then you can post it, right? You can post it now on, okay? You can post it now on the, let's look at it, on our chat box. If you have any question, then you can just type it on the chat box so that we can pick those questions and attend to them one after the other. Yeah. Okay, I can stop the. Okay, so I want to believe that everybody got the value, and then you're fine. And then if you do not have questions, I think, so, but most importantly, just get the counsel, work with them, help yourself out, and expect anything. So, but as it well now, whenever anything presents a profit to you, take it from the table, because the market is not stable now, right? And so you can expect anything, like I've told us. Okay, I remember for people. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. We have an update in Plan B office. Okay, now, thank you very much. We have an update in Plan B office, especially when, as we're running our training. Let me stop this. So the update is this. We have Wednesdays and we have Thursdays that are for business presentations. And the Saturday, of course, we've been doing that. So Wednesdays, we'll be looking at presentation practically on our cash flow system maybe Sisu and Mavi Ultron. And then Thursday will be Next Gen and other ones. So two each of those days, at least be able to present. So if you're in Port Harcourt and in Chevron, because I know I'm not sure I've done any presentations on most of those things in the office since, and I've been on CISU since last year when they get started. And so it was like a child's play. Will it work? Will it not work? And then I know how many coin I've used CISU money to buy right now. So please, if you are in Port Harcourt and everyone you want to attend business presentation, I think from 11 a.m. in the morning, every Wednesday, you can come learn more, full presentation on CISU Exchange and okay, so of CISU Exchange and Mavi. Then on Thursday, Next Gen, and one other platform like that. So depending, and so that's 11 a.m. Okay, somebody say you can take us on advanced class on how to trade future for those that need it. Yeah, why not? We're structuring a lot of things already because I know, look, I just like what I normally say, different business bless different people, and there are things that people will love to pick, and what may not work for Mr. A may work for Mr. B. Because the truth of the matter is that there's so much money to be picked on the table when it has to do with cryptocurrency. So much money every day. I'm very sure there are people now, even while we're still jubilating following the market, they're already out of the market since, because to them, market's supposed to just be going to $100,000. And as it didn't get there, money is not made. And we could just see margin. And that's why when you use the right tool, okay, you can see the market is actually returning, even though this guy had not given a signal to buy. And that's where your level of professionalism comes to play. If you have mastered the system very well, I think I did one trade sometime, even when they have not asked me to say I've sold, but I have a reason why I did that. But some other person may not know, but even yet, as a beginner, when you're using this. So if I'm using combination of tools, I can set my future. So imagine, let's look at this, for instance. Let's say somebody who pick a trade. Yeah, look at it. Let's say somebody who pick a trade from here. It's certain you may not pick immediately, but there's something I want to confirm. Maybe I pick from here. Okay, and then I'm not going to get to the roof. I'm going to stop here, for instance. Man, this is 6%. Okay, now this 6%. Imagine you use 5x. Okay, so 5x, right? So 5x times 6. That's 6 times 5. So that will be 30%. So let's say what you expose to the market is $500. That means $500, 5x, so multiply by 5. So that's 25. So that's multiplied by 0.06. Man, that's $150. So if it's on your 500, so that's multiplied by 0.3. So that's $150. Then, of course, you do not need to be too greedy about it. You can exit. And then imagine if it were here, like what Matic did that day. Let me check Matic. I can be very selective on coins. And I told you there are training you need to attend to know why should I select that coin. You can see what Matic did. That was a very fantastic move, you know. It was crazy move. All right. Now imagine Matic did this move. Yeah, Matic did this move. So because of confirmation, you probably may not take the first one, but you took the second one to this place. Come on. So forget about 23%. You're going to stop at, for me, because you probably will have set take profit. All right, unless you must have checked some structure. You saw what I did here, because I checked my structure. Now entry here, this is like a kind of resistance at the point, and then 20%. So 20 times 5 is 100%. So that means if you expose $500 on Matic that day, and now 20 times 5 is 100. So 100 on your $500, you have additional 500. Now, it's very possible, yeah, it's very, very possible that this short, you may not take it. Or perhaps you took it and it was not lasting. So, because not all the time I just enter to the market. So look at another entry position. Yeah, another entry position from here. Man, that's crazy. Look at it here. I'll stop it here. That is something. Okay, that was already. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, that's another 20%. Okay, look at it. I think I have a chart there. That's another 20%. Maybe, yeah, another 20%. So all this one are too small. They are not too small, okay? But if I have traded any pull like this, I may not take all this trade. I will be careful about this. Unless I will not expect either a very big dump on it, back down here again. So that's going to take me this. If I have the signal back down here. So that's about 16, 15% thereabout. Okay, so I can say I'm good to go and then exit it. So why order of your, staking and all of that are there, you're just adding up these guys. So imagine you could trade the market down and then continue to trade the market up. There's no place the market is that is not tradable, but there are times that you will limit exposure of the trade. Okay, yeah. It's crazy, right? So there's gonna be okay. Somebody says something. Okay, good. Say. So please, you mentioned about 5 coins. Yeah, I intentionally mentioned them like that. I was not going to repeat it. I got only one, sold Matic analysis. Okay, you try. Out of 5, you got 3. You did well. Okay, somebody say, please, what's your take on move to earn coins such as moves? Yeah, move is I participated on the pre-sale of movies. I make about 50x on these because I participated on the pre-sale, and I think most of my paid community I couldn't send them on time because that time. So yeah, the coin is actually those move to earn. Well, to an extent, they're going to create some kind of, there's certain kind of my belief now because of NFT and metaverse stuff. So moves in. Yeah. I don't even, after I've get up my money, I didn't even go there again. But I think the coin is still going to do well. Move is still going to do well. I believe that because their ecosystem is strong and they've been trying to initiate a lot of things into their ecosystem. And so to an extent, they're going to do well. Like then they step in, that's GMT. GMT2, of course, GMT2 is still going to do well, even though with all those, what did I call it? Even though with all those stuff around it and all of that. Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. I think I still have some GMT. I think I will take GMT somewhere. So they are good, they're okay. All right, moves a step in, they're okay. Why not? Well, you have to follow their trend so that you are not left behind when activities will not be happening around them. And because this move we are moving, as we are bottoming out, a lot of coin will bottom out and go away entirely. So we have to pay up attention to things happening. So next chain. Okay. Yeah. They're putting a lot of massive things on things somebody's asking about the next gen chain. Okay. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of crazy things about people have gone. Let me tell us something. Let me give us my sentiment about some of this platform. Number one, most of this third-party system, if you're the one that know how to build, a network marketing, it's going to favor you a lot. Then, if you are the type that you want to have just a place where you can be had some money to at a time you can stroll there to pick out some money, it's still going to do well for you. Yeah. So, but that's why you need to be very timely. Like the next gen is a new company, and with the way they are going about their things, I'm not giving a certification to them anyway. So, but the way they are going about their things, now, if you can be aggressive from the beginning, then it's going to be worthwhile because you will make a lot of money. But I'm not this party to people just make money and then begin to show, yeah, well, it's not wrong for them, show lifestyle, all of that. I want a situation where you make a lot of money and then recoup the money up to another thing and then move the money up and down so that you can make a lot of things. Okay, so for the present economy, remind those owing fee to see me before when is it? Okay, yeah, there anybody who is owing any balance of their fee in the academy, of course, will not be issuing their certificate, and I think a lot of things, and then they will not be on the mini signal we want to create for them, because what we want to do is that 6 months kind of follow up mini signal for all the students that participated. So that's for 6 good months. That's for till the end of the year, they will have a kind of platform for mini signal. So anyone who is the OA will not be added there. Yeah. So thank you very much, manager. Okay. Somebody say any update on the Wigo swap? Oh, I've not really gone to Wigo because of the weekend. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so okay, yeah, thank you very much about the Turkey listing. That's a no, nothing like that. That the Turkey event, the event in Turkey, a kind of launch. Another thing I have to go forward to search about was this aspect where I saw about bees coin, and then they were able to clarify some things about their bees coin, because I have to go online to search about having a coin called Bitcoin, and at the end of the day, the coin didn't do well. And they explain a lot of things about the Bitcoin, how even at the point they have to do buyback from some members or something, and all of that about the Bitcoin. And then their office in the UK, I say it's still running. The office in Dubai too. Some took a tour. I have a video of somebody who have to go to the office in the UK and send us a kind of video of him being in the office and took it all and all of that. But most time I don't get carried away with those things too, because I've seen a lot of project that we check some of those things, and at the end of the day, they still messed up big time. That's the truth. And then some reality is that no third parties to be trusted. That's the truth. No third parties to be trusted. None. Yeah, none. I don't trust any third party. But I can invest though, but because they have their own way of helping people if you come in especially timely and all of that. But to say I trust any third party, not Felix. I do not trust any third party. I don't. No matter how, even if the CEO is, we're sleeping together. I don't trust any third party, because when issue want to happen, they will just leave you and then, of course, save their own self and their money first. So when it has to do with third party, that's a higher risk of even what you are risking to do your buy and selling. So when it has to do with third party, office is in here, office is here, we are certified from this country. No country you will tell me you are certified, I don't believe you. you may be certified. But another thing we must check on many third parties is this. Some may not intentionally scam people. They will have issues and all of that. Some, they don't even have the intention to scam people. When things are not working well in their favor, they just abscond. That's the truth. So when it has to do with third party, even if you have known the CEO for many years, and again, why we don't rule out to like take advantage of some of them. Some you may say it's going to collapse in 1 or 2 years. They will stay for more than 3, 4, 5 years. But can I tell us something, guys? Let's be realistic. I'm not emotional when it has to do with business. Because why? Even some companies that have stayed up to 8 years is not a yardstick that they are good. You know why? I've experienced it before. I've invested in a company at the start. I didn't invest so much, but continually they were doing well, and then I have to increase my stake, right? Then at a point I have to use all the money I saved for my wife and then pour it in because I don't want to turn the money because I've stayed with the company for 5 years. Come on. Then the money was coming, I was just compounding, and until the money in Naira at that time was already about 27 million Naira. Yeah. Do you know, guys, I lost this whole money. At about 8 to 9 years of this company, we discovered that they were a Ponzi scheme. 8 good years, 8 to 9 good years, guys, we discovered that this company was a scam. But how they were able to run, and they claim to have office in the UK. And at a point when a company come to me and say our office is in the UK, I used to run away because I've not have good experience of most of those platforms that we have office, we are registered, we are certified by the UK, whatever. And then one of my mentors again told me one time at the point, he said, sometimes some of the companies that even do 1 year run away is that they could register, they have everything. When they do first one, the second year, instead to come and do their renewal or remit and do remittance for tax and all of that, they will just cut off and create another company again because it's always cheaper for them to just register than to renew because they have to declare this, that. So when it has to do with third party, it doesn't matter who is running it. That's the truth. I'm not using this to discourage us, guys. We're doing our business very well. So just have that mindset that when it has to do with third party, it can even stay 10 years. Does not mean that it's still going to. But you say, but the company that have lasted 10 years has tried. Don't say that a company that has stayed 10 years has tried. Because you do not know a new person who is going to come in that after that 10 years. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem. But the point is that I don't like to scare people about business. Rather, I love to give skill to people on how to eat with those things. That's the truth. Let me use an example now. I'm not saying I wish Sisu to collapse any day, but there is no amount of money I've invested in Sisu today that I've not made, because I don't think I've invested up to $12,000 in Sisu, all right? So let's say the whole money I've invested in Sisu, it's about, let's say, $4,000, but I've made over $12,000. Now, the joy of it is that not the $12,000, but other people too have made money. That some persons who are in the system that have made money more than me because they are doing the network marketing and all of that. Now they make more money than me. My joy is some of them have been able to buy into other crypto and they hold it and all of that. So that gives a lot of joy. But will that make me to say, hey, that's the best company in the world? No. But that's what I tell people. Get started. Let's take it seriously now. Make a lot of money. Use the money to spread your tentacles, and then life goes on. That's why I said I prioritize people on their personal portfolio building. Other things are just addition. Very important. But that the company will stay for 5, 6, 10 years is not a guarantee that the company is going to stay or will still sustain. That's the truth. Because I've been there, I've seen a lot after 8 years disappeared. And then you can just imagine the pains that new people encounter when they come in. Okay. All right, so I think we've come to the end of this. If no more question, then you can go home and do the needful. And then those of us on Be With Me and private membership, I will have to send the list of, I just call out some of these coins, and then the detail. I think I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 coins I was reviewing since 4 days now. So I'll send it to our forum so that we will want to buy into any of them. Then I'll have to see you some things you should look out for the coin before you buy into them. So Bitcoin, whatever it gives to us this week, we take, but we definitely need to break above 20 days before we can say we continue the trend as it were. If not, the journey may be a little bit tough, but that should not be our challenge anyway. We already understand what we wanted. For me, I've been doing a lot of accumulation. Even Solana, I did that. If the market of BTC break above 22K plus, then I can expect Solana back to 80K. Then I may sell. I may start selling from there, right? For Solana, they start selling from there, because some are bought at 27. I sold part of it at 37, 38, and then my boat was buy and selling it, so I do not touch that one. Then the one I bought to hold. So if you get so the market breakout, 70, 80K, $80, I sell off, and then wait for the pullback and our bottom out stuff. But if you refuse and then drop, it's none of my business. I just leave the one I have bought and hold it. That's it. Because I expect a drop to $21, and I set some market to buy at $21 for Solana. Then if the whole market go banana, then I'm not going to be surprised that we'll have opportunity to buy Solana back at $2.5. If the whole market go banana, that's going to be very good. So just continue to add up. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Enjoy yourself, and then make more money to help yourself out. Do have a nice time. Bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, sir.